Police report January 20th, 2026. First half of the week. On January 15th, 2026, at 12:48 p.m., CPD officers were dispatched to Giant Foods on Norland Avenue for a forgery. Upon arrival, officers learned of a male who had used 2 counterfeit $100 bills. The person shown in this photo may have information relevant to an ongoing police investigation. He is a person of interest, but not necessarily a suspect at this time. If you believe you have information that can assist the police in identifying or locating this person, please submit a tip. On January 17, 2026, at approximately 6:10 p.m., CPD responded to Rural King for a report of a retail theft. The person shown in the above photo may have relevant information to an ongoing police investigation. They are a person of interest, but not necessarily a suspect at this time. If anyone has information related to this case, you can contact CPD 717-264-4131 or submit a tip through Crime Watch. On January 17, 2026, CPD took 3 reports of thefts from motor vehicles. All 3 incidents occurred in the vicinity of Orchard Drive, Martina Drive, and Mill Road. The thefts are believed to have occurred sometime between January 16, 2026, at approximately 1500 hours, and January 17, 2026, at 0830 hours. Residents in this area with cameras are asked to review their cameras for anything suspicious during those times. If anyone has information related to these cases, you can contact CPD or submit a tip through Crime Watch. CPD also wants to remind the public to always lock your vehicle doors when not in use. On January 17, 2026, CPD officers located the dog pictured above in the 300 block of South Hackberry Drive. CPD officers took the dog to the Cumberland Valley Animal Shelter, which can be reached at 717-263-5791. PA State Police reports. January 3, 2026, harass physical contact, Forest Avenue, Guilford Township. Victim 31-year-old female, Fayetteville, PA. Arrestee 34-year-old male, Fayetteville, PA. On the above date and time, PSP Chambersburg responded to the listed location for a domestic incident. PSP Chambersburg is investigating. January 1, 2026, harass physical contact, Grindstone Hill Road, Quincy Township. Victim, arrestee 32-year-old male, Fayetteville, PA. Victim, arrestee 32-year-old female, Fayetteville, PA. On the above date and time, PSP Chambersburg responded to the above location for a domestic incident. PSP Chambersburg is investigating. January 13, 2026, theft all other, Philadelphia Avenue, Green Township. Victim, Green Township Municipal, Chambersburg, PA. Stolen. Stop sign. Value $90.19. PSP Chambersburg responded to the above location for a report of 2 unknown actors walking away with a stop sign. After further investigation, it was determined that the stop sign at the above listed location was stolen. Anyone with information, please contact PSP Chambersburg at 717-264-5161. January 16, 2026, criminal mischief over 1000, block North Franklin Street, Hamilton Township. Arrestee Joseph Carrasquillo Diaz, 28-year male, Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. On the above date and time, troopers attempted to stop a vehicle for traffic violations. The vehicle fled and engaged in a high-speed pursuit. The vehicle eventually crashed, causing damage to infrastructure and personal property. The suspect fled on foot, resisted arrest, and was taken into custody without injury to the public. The suspect was found to be a felon in possession of a handgun. PSP Chambersburg investigating. March 2, 2025. Assault, bodily injury, no weapon. 111 South Park Avenue, Mercersburg Borough. Victim, Shane Metcalf, 42-year-old male, Mercer Borough, MEPA. Arrestee, Jonathan Mason Snesrud, 37-year-old male, Johnstown, PA. On March 2, 2025, at approximately 0125 hours, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to a domestic. March 4, 2025, drug possession, 316 North Main Street, Mercersburg Borough. Arrestee Randy Farmer, 37-year-old male, Mercersburg, PA. On March 4, 2025, at approximately, PSP Chambersburg served a warrant and found meth on the individual taken into custody. November 1, 2024 to February 28, 2025, theft crime by deception. New Franklin Road, Guilford Township. Victim, Melvin Jones, 70-year-old male, Chambersburg, PA. Stolen U.S. currency. Value $4,000. On March 13, 2025, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to make contact with an individual. Upon further investigation, this was discovered to be a theft. March 16, 2025, criminal trespass, Honey Rock Court, Guilford Township. Victim, Melissa Davis, 46-year-old female, Guilford Township, PA. Victim, Richard Davis, 57-year-old male, Guilford Township, PA. Arrestee, Jeremiah Cushman, 25-year-old male, Mont Alto Borough, PA. On March 16, 2025, at approximately 0950 hours, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to a trespassing. March 25, 2025, harass physical contact, Mountain Road, Peters Township. Victim, arrestee, Christina French, 53-year-old female, Mercersburg, PA. Victim, arrestee, Tyler Jarrell, 23-year-old male, Hagerstown, Maryland. On March 25, 2025, at approximately 1818 hours, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to a harassment. March 25, 2025, assault, bodily injury, no weapon, Fort Loudon Road, Montgomery Township. Victim, Taylor Hawbaker, 29-year-old female, Greencastle, PA. Arrestee, Joshua Menser, 34-year-old male, Clear Spring, Maryland. On March 26, 2025, at approximately 2121 hours, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to a domestic. March 21, 2025, harass, threaten physical contact, South Mountain Road, Quincy Township. Victim, 14-year-old male, Bradford, PA. On March 28, 2025, at approximately 11:48 hours, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to a harassment. April 3, 2025, terroristic threats, Walnut, LP, Antrim. Victim, James Brown II, 42-year-old male, Greencastle, PA. Victim, Jessica Brown, 33-year-old female, Greencastle, PA. Victim, Cody Hopkins, 38-year-old male, Greencastle, PA. Arrestee, Kelly Renner, 63-year-old female, Greencastle, PA. On April 3, 2025, at approximately 21:38 hours, PSP Chambersburg was dispatched to a disturbance. December 29, 2025, simple harass between entities, Waverly Court, Guilford Township. Victim, arrestee, Amanda Nance, 38-year-old female, Fayetteville, PA. Victim, arrestee, Jesse Peterson, 54-year-old male, Fayetteville, PA. On the above listed date and time and location, PSP responded to a physical altercation between a boyfriend and girlfriend. Charges have been filed with MDJ. December 27, 2025, theft, retail shoplifting, Lincoln Way East, Guilford Township. Victim, Walmart Supercenter, Chambersburg, PA. Stolen, multiple items of merchandise. Value $187.18. On the above listed date and time and location, I responded for a report of a retail theft. PSP Chambersburg is investigating. December 11, 2025, assault, serious bodily injury, South Mountain Road, Quincy Township. Victim, Edward Hershey, 42-year-old male, Aspers, PA. On the above listed date and time and location, PSP Chambersburg responded to a report of an assault. Through investigation, the arrestee was discovered to have physically assaulted the victim, causing a concussion. Charges filed through the MDJ. The Pennsylvania State Police Troop H Chambersburg Station has an arrest warrant for Samuel Butler. Butler is wanted for a 2023 manufacture, delivery, or possession with intent to manufacture or deliver charges in Chambersburg. Butler is described as 5'10" inches tall, weighs 220 pounds, and has brown eyes and black hair. His last known location was in Chambersburg. DOB 10/25/1993. Docket number MJ-39201-CR 0001.12, 2024 F. Manufacture, delivery, or possession with intent to manufacture or deliver. M. Use, possession of drug paraphernalia. Anyone having information on the whereabouts of Butler is asked to contact Troop H in Chambersburg at 717-264-5161 or PSP Tips toll-free at 1-800-472-8477. That's the first half of the police report. Join us Friday for the second half. Have a good day, and remember, all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.